viewers, and welcome back to another Quick Tip Tuesday. We are working on a 2014, I was going to say Nissan, Buick, was it Verano, I think, something like that. At any rate, we've got these codes stored in it, a P0013 and a P0014. Their definition: exhaust camshaft position system performance, and then the key here is the exhaust camshaft position actuator solenoid valve control circuit. This shows it's a circuit fault. If we have a circuit fault, obviously we're going to have a system performance fault. So these are super easy to diagnose. A couple things we could do. We could go into like actuation tests, and we could turn on, we could go, let's see, camshaft position actuator system. We could go into the exhaust camshaft position actuator. It's a lot of words here. Fire it up. It's probably going to increase the RPM on us. Let's see, commanded state is at 0. Exhaust cam position is at 0. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm going to increase it. We're commanding it 5, 10, 15, but we can see our actual exhaust camshaft position staying at 0. It's not changing. So that's a quick indicator. Just double check, make sure your scan tool works bidirectionally. Sometimes they can trick you. Way to do that is just go into the working camshaft, in this case the intake camshaft, move it. I already know it works, but being it's a quick tip video, we're going to skip that. We're going to go right out. I'm going to show you how to check the circuit. So I pulled the engine cover off. We've got the intake cam actuator and the exhaust. We're just going to take and unplug it, hopefully, and use a test light. We're going to jump across it. Now typically you don't even need bidirectional controls to turn these on, because usually it's commanding it at a certain degree, even at an idle. So we'll just hook across it. We'll see our light is blinking, it's on. Whether it's doing circuit checks or actually moving it, I don't know. But it doesn't matter. All we know is that ECM has control. Let me shut it off. And then probably the simplest and fastest test on these is to just check the resistance of the coil inside the actuator. I think these are usually around 15 ohms, something like that, I think. They're usually low, less than 20. So we're just going to go, we'll get our ohm meter, and we'll jump across it. Now if you don't know the spec, just compare it to the intake. Should be close enough. So we'll take this, we'll come across the bad one. A lot of times these are just open circuited. This one is hanging around 6,300 ohms, 6.3 kilo ohms, 7 kilo ohms, 3, 4. It's kind of changing, and you'll find that they do with temperature. I've had some of these in some cases where they're good cold, but they open when they're hot, or vice versa. Now we'll just check the intake cam here, see where it falls, and that's about 14 ohms. So there. That's it, 100% definitive. It needs an exhaust cam actuator. And I happen to have one, a brand new AC Delco. There is the part number on it. If you need it, do not buy a Dorman one, unless you like changing parts. So I'll reach in here and just crack the bolt loose on it. And before we yank it out of there, we're going to hit it a little bit with a blow nozzle. Sometimes they can be a little bit stuck. We'll get a pair of pliers. She's hot. Hot, Trinity.
Really?
Yeah. Toasty. So they do spill a little bit of oil. And we're going to take our new one. It has an O-ring on it. I'll put a little bit of lube on the O-ring. You know, there's usually quite a bit of oil in the hole. So we'll lube that up a little bit. And you might have to take and back the screw out, just so it doesn't bind up on you and you don't drop it in the hole. wiggle it. She clicks in. Line up the new bolt. I'll give you the resistance spec on it. Of course, this is cold. It's about 10.7 ohms on that brand new Delco one. I'll get a rag, I'll clean up my mess. Come back inside. We can take, we're already in our actuation tests. We'll go right back to our camshaft actuator. We'll start it up. I haven't cleared the codes out. Now if you're out there checking with your test light and it's not blinking, use your bidirectional controls to turn it on. So we're going to take and command it. We can see we commanded it at 5 and it went to 5. We'll keep bringing it up here. And you can see our commanded value and our actual value are matching. So that tells me it's working. Tool's a little bit slow to respond. Alright, so that tells us it works. We know we've made the right call. We can back out. We can clear our fault codes. The money light should go out. It's out, and we're done. We can ship this one down the road. There you have it, folks. Quick tip Tuesday on a Thursday. Publish some random day of the week. GM camshaft actuator solenoids. Very, very common on these 4-bangers. As a matter of fact, GM actually had 15 of those in stock, and the guy said he was getting low. That's it. Hope you found it helpful, and just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.